Let's go. The Faison View Podcast, man. Episode 333. All right, let's get right to it, man. On the road to 400. All right. What's up, my brother? What it do?
I'm tired. I've been up since 5 in the morning, but I'm here.
Yeah, 5 in the morning. For real. And aren't you? Like I'm a night owl too. I don't know if you're a night owl. Yeah, so yeah, that be hurting. You ain't lying. So when you sleep at 12, 1 a.m., you get up at like 5, 6. That'd be the worst. And we know because we used to play football. I had to get up at the crack of dawn, 4, 5 o'clock in the morning. Hey, man, make sure you like, share, and subscribe. Thursday, 5 p.m. Eastern Time. We got much on the agenda today. Make sure you, go follow at Color Power if you want some merch, man. Make sure you go tap into that. All right, at the Faison View Podcast as well. And also, we are Game Shift. You already know. All right, so on our agenda, we have today, man. All right, everything has been surfaced around this for the last 2 weeks. All right, the missing submarine. All right, the Ocean Gate. The seal tube that visits the historical Titanic. We're going to talk about it. It's been everywhere, for real. So we're going to get into that. And condolences to the passengers because when all this was going on, time has passed and they only had a certain window as far as oxygen. We're going to get on to that. All right. Secondly, prosecutors dropped charges against Carlisha Hood and her son following fatal shooting of Jeremy Brown. Okay, so we're going to get into that conversation. I have much to say on that one. All right, what's the closest time to midnight? All right, we're going to discuss that. We have our multiple choice selection, A, B, C, and D. All right, Young Thug album drops. All right, business is business. We just talked about Gunna album last week and had our review. We're going to talk about that briefly. All right, best amusement parks draft. All right, very interesting of what you guys are going to think, what we're going to say, because everybody's from a different location have their own amusement parks. All right, and lastly, the infamous Would You Rather. All right, brother, let's talk about it. Let's discuss it. Okay, like I said off rip, condolences to those who lost their lives. It was 5 people on the submarine or submersible that they call it. All right, but Ocean Gate. All right, a seal tube that visits the historical Titanic, thousands of feet under the sea. All right, which costs.
Wait, this isn't a new thing. They've done this before.
They've done this before, and even to that being said, bro, before you get on, it's a waiver, and this waiver talks about death 3 to 4 times because they give you all the things that talk about the experience, and you might not be able to live after this experience. So it talks about death, so it is a waiver. This was for each person $250,000, so it's $250,000. All right, just the board. Okay, so, and like I said, they gave a whole waiver, and I feel like regardless of the situation, we might see some lawsuits, we might not, but off of that waiver, it kind of, you know what I'm saying? It kind of details everything within it. Exactly, it's a wrap. So, hey, we're gonna see out of that, but man, like my opinion on it, and this not to be harsh or any crew because people did lose their lives, but we need to stop searching and going through in the sea, the ocean, uncharted territories, and it's like bored with money type of thing. And why did the Titanic happen in 1912? Why are we 1912, bro?
1912 is crazy.
Why are we still looking for things under the sea and ocean? That's our problem, bro.
13.
We as a people are nosy, and I'm not trying to make it a race thing, but in totality, when I first heard it, I said, all right, who are they? What color? Unfortunately, I had to say, all right, who is it? And then it was just like, because I know who it wasn't. And that's the slight humor in it. But it's like, bro, come on now. Enough is enough, bro. What do you?
When I plan to visit Hawaii one day, and they got the little submarine tour. I plan to do that, but they're not going that many leagues under the sea,
bro.
I don't need to go that many leagues under the sea to see a sunken boat. It's a wrap, man.
It's a wrap.
If anything, send unmanned drone or sub down there to get visuals of it and then have people that
and I'm sure they have
somewhere in a safe environment. you know.
But I'm not getting those. I'm not getting sealed.
Heck no.
I'm not getting sealed in nothing. Water? And then they sealed the. It's so many red flags, bro.
You go that far underneath.
You going that far under the water, right?
Where's
it's controlled? It's controlled by a goddamn going Xbox or PlayStation controller. It was controlled. It was controlled with it was like an Xbox type of controller that was simulating and actually playing games for real with their lives.
Wait, where was this? Like, what was the location?
Bro, I have no clue. I'm gonna be honest with you. I don't even know where the Titanic is. Yes, it did. So I don't know where this is actually located. So to be honest,
somewhere cold.
It's somewhere definitely cold. Somewhere, bro. Somewhere you shouldn't be going, bro.
Y'all bugging out.
And I feel a lot about this because the 19-year-old son who was on board, he didn't want to go. But his father made him go, and in which he was like a billionaire. He was a billionaire, and you had people that speculate, no, they were on that boat, and it's videos that are surfacing of them showing video of them underwater. So it's just like it's a messy situation.
He broke some rules when he made it. He used different material.
Correct.
So it's like,
bruh, for real. It's like really playing with your life. Like literally playing with your life. I don't understand it, and to be honest, it's so messed up, and they did lose their lives because it's a lot of joking and playing out here. You know the internet's, but it's like in hindsight, I'm not trying to be like that. It's not so much humor to it, and then also, you know, just like when they talk about like as far as conspiracies or things that in the media that are going on and that takes our view from other things going on in the world. While this was going on, bro, this was a kind of and it's very, very disheartening. But while this was going on, missing Titanic, the submarine drew everybody's attention from the world's attention from this ship holding over 700 migrants sinking in the Greek waters. This just happened recently. So it's a lot of things that go on that we just turn a blind eye to. But this was an interesting
I didn't even realize what was going on. I just kept seeing the sub saying it has this much oxygen left.
Correct.
I kept seeing that every night. I was like, what is this? Like, what's going on?
Facts.
I keep seeing this on my time.
No, because when you said that, the first 3 days, I was on the same way. I'm like, why they keep on?
Like, what is this? Like, what? And so then when I saw, I was like, wait. I was so confused.
Mm-hmm.
Like, prayers to everybody involved. I'm sorry, but it's just like, I can't. I can't even see. I can't envision a world where I would want to do something like that.
At all. Like, come on now. We gotta stop. We gotta stop.
Under the sea. First of all,
we gotta stop.
What I do know for a fact, I know what's down there. There's some stuff down there.
Exactly.
Like, I know what's down there, but I don't know what's down there.
We ain't supposed to be down there. Simple as that.
I know it's cold. Like, colder than anything you've ever felt in your life. Like, there's no sunlight down there. Like, I'm telling you, like, it's so cold down there, that deep. The water pressure is crazy.
Right. We're not supposed to. We not
burst.
Exactly. We not meant to be down there.
All that water pressure, man. That's a lot of pressure down there. Like, it's not just like you're talking about like the further you travel down, the heavier it is. Mm-hmm. There's more water, more and more water. Like, it's cold, heavy water pressure. Everything down there is way bigger. It's pitch black.
Pitch black.
Cause again, like, there's no sunlight. You can't see anything.
Pitch black.
Like, that has to be the worst way to go. Mm-hmm. For that joint to just burst, like,
yeah, no.
I'd rather us to run out of oxygen and the submarine stay intact.
Right. Oh yeah, and then to your point, it did implode. You right.
Yeah, like, for that to happen.
Man, like we said, prayers to everybody involved. Like, and totally, like, let's just keep ourselves out of danger. And Lord have mercy. This situation right here is one of these situations where you couldn't do anything but react. So prosecutors dropped charges against Carlisha Hood and her son following fatal shooting of Jeremy Brown. So just to give you some insight on the situation, bro, they were at a chicken spot, like probably carry out spot. This gentleman, he was going back and forth with a mother. She was an older woman, but they were just in the chicken spot. And this was caught on video. People were recording it, and it's a video camera from inside the carryout spot. They recording, and this happened in Chicago. But they recording it.
I might have seen that. I didn't watch the video.
And the situation between the man and the woman, the mother and the other gentleman, they were just going back and forth. Probably something related to the food. A lot of people don't even know what it was related to. But he in the video, he started getting real hype. Like real hype. And then you can start seeing his body language start to change. Like he like say one more thing. You can kind of see. He like say one more thing and and she was just talking. But prior to all the altercation was getting, they were getting into it. The mother texts the son who was in the car, 14-year-old son, like, get the gun. You might have to get the gun. I'm in here arguing, sent a quick text. And, he over here reacted and he haymaker her a good couple times.
I'm glad I watched.
And it was graphic, and then the son came in, like kind of right on cue, like 5-10 seconds later, and shot the gentleman. And they said as he was trying to escape too, he shot him again. But he was protecting his mother. So at the end of the day, bro, like I'm glad they dropped these charges because it's kind of like you can't keep a calm head. You over here not just hitting a woman, you're hitting somebody's mother, somebody's grandmother. You know what I'm saying? Over what? And you giving a woman a haymaker? Treating this woman like she's a man. And what disturbed me the most about the situation, you got people recording, Hugh.
Yeah, I hate that.
You got people recording. So y'all gonna let this woman possibly lose her life.
I hate that.
In an altercation with a man, everybody recording. Y'all recording.
And the man lost his life.
And the man lost his life. So
I hate that we're in this gym, everybody just want to stand around and look and record. I mean, I was watching this one video, this little boy is climbing up the tree, trying to get away from this grizzly bear. This bear is after him, and I'm like, this person's recording. I'm like, bro, go get help. Like,
bro, they don't care.
Like, call somebody.
Social media is more important.
I don't get it. Like,
and with the gentleman, it's like you play stupid games, you win stupid prizes.
The more you F around.
I mean, and you don't want to see nobody live loss in general, but you know what I'm saying? That happened for a reason, unfortunately. You swung it.
That probably would have pissed me off more than anything else. Seeing people just record and then somebody, intervening or getting in the way. It's like y'all can't sit there and watch that, and you see the dude's body language changing. You see what this is about to go. You can't just sit there and watch that
and record it. And thank God that she texted the son.
Yeah.
Because her life could have been in jeopardy, and I feel so bad for the son because he has to pull the trigger. He killed this gentleman, but he protected my mother. I promised God, if you do anything to my mom, it's up. It's up. It's war. It's war. Especially swinging her. It's war.
No.
And I feel bad for him
because
you're
not even gonna get that loud with my mother.
Yeah, exactly.
You can yell
exactly.
Like that. You're not finna get that loud with my mother.
Absolutely.
Nope.
And what I like feel about it, I feel like dang, this can really traumatize him. Now he had to took somebody's life, and it's kind of like in a hindsight, it's like, man, like that's deep. That's deeper than what we can probably just think on the outside surface. But it was well needed in that situation because that's his mother.
Yeah.
You have to protect your family, and your mother is number one.
Yeah. Shout out to little cuz. I mean, he's gonna, some trauma's gonna come with that. But prayers to him. But it would have been worse if he didn't do anything at all and something happened to his mom. That would have haunted him more. For sure, that would have haunted him more. So, hate that it had to go that way, but
facts. And to what you were saying, bro, what we both saying, that's a problem we need to fix. Yeah. Something's going on. You around, like. I understand that you don't want to be in everybody's business, but in those certain circumstances, come on now, in certain circumstances, you have to step up to the plate too. You feel me? Like at the end of the day, and it was man in there recording. Come on now, you watching this woman get beat by this man. Like what? You know what I'm saying? I just really think it's like, oh my goodness. That little boy reacting, because if he did not react, who's the what to happen? And also the mother texting him and having the wherewithal to text him.
I kept seeing like it was like two people standing in front of each other, but I didn't. Sometimes you see things.
Right.
I kept seeing it. I just never clicked on it, but you know, I'm glad I would not have wanted to see that.
Yeah, that was the same as the Ocean Gate situation in regards to me. Like I seen it for a couple of days, and I was like, let me read into this. But yeah, this was deep, and
this stupid question.
Yeah, I want to know what's your answer. All right, moving on to the next segment. What's the closest time to midnight? I feel like you really had to just listen. All right, it's A 11:55 a.m., B 12:06 a.m., C 11:50 a.m., and 12:03 a.m. All right, like you said, it's A because in hindsight, it's the closest time
to midnight. Midnight is 12 a.m.
Exactly.
Everything else here is after midnight.
Correct.
Except for 11:50, and that's not
correct.
Close to
and that's not 11.
I don't understand the confusion.
Correct. Because at first, I feel like people were just reading it fast. Because at first, I was like, what's the... You know what I'm saying? What's the real question? I got it off rip, but I'm like, what's the real question? And at first, I thought it said 12. Like, I had to think about it. I was like, hold up. Let me look at the AM and PM. All of them said AM. I said, okay, 11:55 is the AM is closest to midnight. All right, midnight is, you know, it's kind of self-explanatory.
Yep.
Yeah, midnight, right? Absolutely. So y'all let us know what y'all chose, because I heard a lot of different answers in that one. A lot of people were saying D. I felt like a lot of people just wasn't reading the response, reading it closest to midnight. All right.
Or, because 11 p.m. is 11 at night.
Correct.
So then 12 a.m. Oh, they're getting you with the a.m.
That's what I'm saying.
That's what it is. So no, it's not A. It is
what
D.
Closest to midnight
is
D. Oh, I see what you're saying. It is D.
Yeah,
so closest to midnight and not close.
Midnight is
I see what you're saying. Yes,
but
midnight is
11 p.m.
Yes, correct.
It hasn't turned to p.m. until it gets to 12 p.m.
Correct. You're absolutely
so
right.
After 11:55 a.m. it's 12 p.m. Then
correct.
You go all
correct. And then you go to yes. So a lot of people did pick D. That is the right answer.
All right, my bad. I didn't
12:03 a.m. Because when you say midnight, that is
it's D.
Right, correct.
Because
because when we were talking, in refers to our answer, that would be noon.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? Midnight.
But it still shouldn't. I still saw multiple answers being picked. Mm-hmm. It shouldn't be either you pick A out of confusion or you pick D because you're right.
It just a lot of people.
It shouldn't be a whole bunch of different confusion. It shouldn't be this difficult. Yes.
But that's where reading comes into play. Yeah. Reading context. I ain't gonna lie. I ain't read the context because if it says noon, then A would be right. But midnight is
right.
The answer's D. All right. So y'all let us know what y'all chose in that. All right. Let's talk a little bit about music, Brody. Young Thug album drops. Business is business. All right. How did it perform to you?
I only played it once. It was alright. I didn't think it was bad, but it wasn't like top tier Thug album.
Correct. And I feel like with Gunna dropping, I feel like it was a response that needed to be had. And as soon as Gunna dropped,
he didn't talk about it.
Yeah, and it was kind of like, I feel like this is a musical business and business is business money type of play. You know what I'm saying, in regards to the whole situation, because they drop albums back to back. Both of them are still on the record label, and he even said it. Thug even came out when one of these songs went viral about it was about a line. He said he was like, I dropped this. This is like 5-6 years ago recorded. So like a lot of the music, you can hear it kind of sounds dated, and some of the music you can tell that is current. And it's just that amazing production. It's Thug. But it just didn't feel like, you know what I'm saying? It felt more like of a playlist album. It wasn't feel like a Thug album.
You can tell when stuff like this drops that it's not going to be that good. Because one thing when somebody has been outside and working on stuff and they give you something versus when they die or when they're away.
Right.
And they give you stuff. Because now you're giving me stuff in the vault.
Correct.
And there's a reason that stuff is in the vault.
Correct.
There's a reason this music has not been released.
Mm-hmm.
Because the artists themselves, sometimes they're good stuff, but sometimes the artists themselves either has not finished the record fully, they didn't believe in it enough. There's a reason it's not out.
That's true.
That's why a lot of posthumous albums aren't really good. One, because the artist himself is not there to put, their touch on it.
Correct.
How they wanted it to be sequenced, mix it a certain way, add a verse, take a verse. So like you can't get any of that. You have to put the music out as it is.
Right, you're right.
And it's in the vault for a reason. It has not been released for a reason. Like this artist did not put it out for a reason.
Facts.
So,
I agree. I agree, and I feel like it was some good songs on there. Drake always gonna perform the intro. Oh, you went. You know the song with Future 21. It was a lot of the good features. I feel like features more so overpowered this album, but it's just like you can just tell it wasn't a super authentic like right now Thug album. You know what I'm saying? And it's not just to compare the two. The comparison automatically happens. These are two great artists, both Gunna and Thug. But if we were talking about which one would be better and the best album right now, I would say it's the Gunna album. And right here, what's playing now is the Killer Mike album for me.
Speaking of Drake, he out here scamming folks. Shout out to DJ Khaled.
Why you say
all people need friends like DJ Khaled. Because Drake put a book out, and I didn't know what the book was.
Oh, yeah.
But I seen Khaled promote the book. And you know Khaled, when he giving it up, it up. Like that's why Khaled, people need friends like Khaled. The way he's selling that book. Because it's BS. It's literally just one sentence in the middle of the page. Each page is like that.
Oh, I see what you're
saying. Like, it's not a book. It's like, that's all it is.
Like the inspiration.
Like, each page is one sentence in the middle of the page. Some stuff is and it's just like, it's just things he's saying. Some of it sounds profound, but like most of it is just like, there's no way Drake is packaging this and charging people for this. Yeah. I'm like, shout out to Khaled, because Khaled's selling the hell out of this book.
Yeah.
Khaled was making that book sound like this is cloth talk. Man, hey, some people they need to hear this. Like I'm like Khaled, you selling this book? Cause this is BS.
The creators got to create. You right though.
It's just one, like literally, it's one sentence typed out in the middle of the page. Each page is that.
You already know Drake about to drop that album.
And I think
that's what's about to happen.
He was saying
Drake about to drop that album.
He was saying, I don't have time to make you feel secure.
That's how you know he's about to drop that album.
Like, Drake, what is this? Like, how much is this book? There's no way. Like, shout out to DJ Khaled, though. Because, like, friends like him were important. He was selling the heck out of that book.
That man finessing. For real. That's what you tell me.
Khaled is selling the heck out of that book. You need friends like
You definitely need friends like him.
Because I was like, when he opened it up, I was expecting to, like, get a whole bunch of excerpts. I don't know what I was expecting, but it wasn't that. I was like, there's no way you're charging me for this. These are just random one-liners you have.
You know that man. And then you already know that. I feel like that's a part of marketing. I feel like that's the part of the marketing in this new album.
Put like pictures on the bottom and top of
the
sentence. It's literally just a white page with one
type sentence, and then you flip it the same.
And then I was thinking,
because people gonna pay for it. That's the funny part.
Then I was thinking maybe Khaled, he's just reading the beginning. We're gonna get to the book. No, the whole book is like that.
You know people gonna pay for that.
I was like, what?
You're not playing. Run the bag up.
Whatever, man. Whatever.
All right, moving on. All right, let's get to the draft. All right, this should be an interesting one. Best amusement parks. All right, best amusement parks draft. All right, as you already know, we're gonna go. All right, through the draft. Let's go. Yeah, I'm figuring it out. All right, first on the list of the best amusement parks draft for me has to be Disney World. Come on now. I would be a fool not to pick that one first. Disney World, come on now, is the nostalgic and to this day it's still Disney World. And then it's like it's childhood. Championships being one, you want to go Disney World. Just as a kid, you always envision Disney World. That's come on now. That speak for itself.
I'll go back though. I mean, I'm gonna go Six Flags Great Adventure.
All right, Six Flags. Great
Adventure, the one in New Jersey.
Adventure.
Specifically the one in New Jersey.
Yeah, the one in New Jersey.
That joint got the
for sure. That's the best one.
Got the splash park. It got the safari. You can go through that joint real quick.
All right, that's a good one. All right, second, I'm gonna go King's Dominion.
I knew that was coming.
I'm gonna go King's Dominion. I gotta go King's Dominion. Like that's the one I've experienced the most. I mean, kind of Six Flags, but King's Dominion.
Going back this summer.
Never a miss for me at King's Dominion. Always a good time.
Yep. I'm gonna run out of stuff soon. I'm gonna go with Busch Gardens. I haven't been in years.
See, that's the one. That's the sneaky one because that's one I was thinking about earlier. It is expensive. It is.
It's the area, but Busch Gardens is always lit. I haven't been in years, but it's lit.
I'm gonna say, I've been here once, but I'm gonna say SeaWorld. SeaWorld's fire. SeaWorld's fire.
No more. After I saw that doc, I was like, I can't support them no more.
Yeah, I know. There's a lot of stuff going on. You ain't lying. But I would say SeaWorld. Just for the experience of the animals, the aquatic animals. I'm with that.
Another place I haven't been to since I was literally a baby, and I had chickenpox. I'm gonna go with Hershey Park.
That's a good one.
Hershey Park is always.
That's a good one.
I'm gonna go with Hershey Park. It's my third pick.
All right, let's see. I'm gonna say, kind of in the same realm as Disney World, but I'm gonna say Universal Studios.
Dang, I forgot about that.
Universal Studios, that's never a miss. Universal Studios, and it's multiple Universal Studios.
Dang,
so I say Universal Studios.
What's that joint in Ohio?
Which one?
This is supposed to be like the world's largest amusement park in Ohio. What's that joint called? I'm gonna look that joint up. 'Cause I know what I'm talking about.
Let me see. Yeah, I'm trying to see which one more I got.
Yeah, amusement park Ohio. Large amusement park Ohio. Is it Cedar Point? Cedar Point. Cedar Park is the world's largest amusement park. Yeah.
Okay.
71 rides. I knew I was. All right, cool. I'm taking that. I'm taking Cedar Point. I've never been.
How you spell it?
SEDAR. Cedar Point.
Oh, all right.
Never been, but one day. But I knew I had it in my head. I was like, okay, what's the world's largest amusement park?
I'm about to get him out of here. All right, Disneyland. Come on now, Disneyland. Yes, different. It's a difference. It is a difference.
It was like, is it that much?
Yes, it is a difference. It is a difference.
Because it was like he already had Disney World. Me having Disneyland wasn't gonna.
I've been to Disneyland too. So.
I've been to Disneyland.
Yes, Disneyland,
like,
Cali.
Disney World.
Come on, man.
And once you have Disney World, it doesn't matter if you have Disneyland.
Yeah, it does.
No,
They're two different.
Disney World is way better than Disneyland.
You never been to Disneyland, so you can't say that.
I've never heard anybody say they want to go to Disneyland.
Disney World because it's the first, but it's still different. I don't know.
I've never heard anyone say they want to go to Disneyland. Everyone wants to go to Disney World though.
You're right. I got Disney World on mine too. So
that's what I'm saying. I ain't tripping. I didn't even care about Disneyland.
I gotta add Disney World in there too. Disney World and Land.
I'm trying not to look anything else up. I'm trying not to cheat.
And I had everything.
I really don't want to pick Six Flags America because Six Flags America sucks. If you're from out of town, it's fine. But if you're from here, it's like whatever.
Yeah. What's in? Well, I wouldn't say that. That's not an amusement park. I was gonna think.
I'm gonna go with the Carnival.
Yeah, that's a good one. And it's
Carnival is a sleeper.
I like that one. I like that one.
It ain't like super big.
I ain't like.
But the Carnival's a good time.
The Carnival's a good time.
Carnival is a good time.
Nah,
I think they got some coming through this summer.
I always love going to carnivals, bro.
Carnival's a good time.
Yeah, for sure. That's a good one. I like that one. All right, so my list. Team LEEK best amusement parks. All right, draft. I had Disney World, King's Dominion, SeaWorld, Universal Studios, and also Disneyland.
I had Six Flags Great Adventure. I had Busch Gardens, Hershey Park, Cedar Point, and the Carnival. The Carnival.
Come on now. That's nostalgic right there. All right. Y'all let us know who had the best amusement park draft. Okay. Team LEEK, Team Hugh. All right. The infamous Would You Rather. Would you rather have the power to control your own dreams or to read other people's minds? That's a tough one. Cause
even if you can control your own dreams, you still end up waking up and probably don't remember them. You know how that be going.
Yeah, that can go that way too.
I don't really care that much read people's minds.
Me too. I'm not as nosy, but I might say read people's minds. Only so you can know. You know what I'm saying? Their true intentions would, whatever relationship you have with that person, their true intention, and if they being genuine to you, and you know how they feel about you. Because you know what I'm saying? You got people, a lot of people every single day looking dead in your face, not honest, not truthful. You feel me? It's a lot of things that go with that.
I control my dreams, just like when I wake up and remember them. You don't really remember.
That's true too.
When you wake up.
That's another aspect.
So it was like
because controlling your dreams is tough too. Because you know, like You ever had that's the only thing I could say on that one. I would choose it as well too. Is because in that one, like you ever woke up from a real good dream,
yes.
Like and then you like, dang, we just woke up. Like to be able to like control it and then go back to see what actually happened in the dream, that would be fire. But for me, I would say control or be able to read people's minds. I'm not that nosy. I don't really care that much, but. That's very important though, because you got people crazy out here.
When it goes on and off, as long as I can do that, then alright, cool.
Because you got people that's crazy out here. You know, they can have intentions on trying to harm you, kill you, and you know, nah. I think that's good. So as you already know, the Faison of You podcast, man, another episode. Alright, we'll see you guys soon, Thursday 5 p.m. Make sure you tune in. Yes, sir.
Yes, sir.